Welcome back, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, to another wonderful episode of Those Damn Kids. I am your storyteller, game master, whatever you want to call me, Tyson Fraleigh, and of course we have our wonderful cast of characters. First up, as a child, he was brought up into a haunted hotel whose father was, as it turns out, Jack Nicholson. We have Adam Honigman.
I get the cool sequel, though, where I get the superpowers and everyone has to fight me, so that's okay. I'm good with this. Evil dads are not.
Next up, we've got a British belle who has been trying to fight his interest in that strange, tall, brooding man. It is Alexander Cruz.
I've been running through these moors, yelling, screaming, crying. Somebody pick me up. I'm a street urchin.
Next up, we've got a small child who, wielding a wooden spoon, is begging the orphanage owner, please may I have some more? We have Gracyn Roach.
You better not get between me and a wooden spoon, I can tell you that.
And finally, last but certainly not least, we have the lady who is bringing the revolution of farm animals, leading one oink at a time. We have Liz Nyveen.
You know, I would do well in Animal Farm, I think. I've got that charisma. Yeah, Lord of the Flies, I'd be fine.
All right, well, with our wonderful introductions out of the way, let's dive into our recap. Last time on Those Damn Kids, the crew took to the Carve where they participated in the skate jam, successfully beating the resident champion of the skate series, Anthony Gomez, who seemed to be some sort of 19 or 20-year-old, but actually 15. Congratulated you all on your victory. You guys have truly set in place the Rat Queen name amongst the skater community. So much so that Kit was offered a contract to become a professional skater across the United States. You guys then traveled to deliver the check to Riley, who, after discovering how much money would be able to successfully save their family home, discussed with Baxter maybe they don't go home. Maybe they find a place of their own and leave their parents to rot, as it were. You guys also traveled to Mr. McPherson's place temporarily to get some information there before deciding to head home. First dropping off Jenny, who walked in on her parents having a big ol' fight, learning a lot of secrets about their family before Jenny went to speak to her mother and learned some very sinister information that her mother is aware that there is another Jenny and she is within the loop. And that is where we left off. As Jenny, you are in front of your mother as she sits there. All right, okay. She stands up. All right. As she begins to collect some of her things from the desk.
Whoa. Ma, what do you mean break them out? Can't you just go in and get them?
No.
Also, some, really weird shit is going on in there. I hear.
I don't know the specifics entirely. Mr. Reed has decided to make that his area of expertise, while me and Guillermo,
Do I know Guillermo? I remember Reed.
You probably would not have encountered that name as of this point.
It's not in the documents?
Nope. Look, it doesn't matter now. I'm going to get together with a friend of mine, and we are going to take care of this right now.
What? So you're just gonna disappear into the night, never to be seen again? People go in there and they don't come out. What's the plan? Mom? I mean, I know you're, super drunk and you fought with Dad, and maybe you're sad about that secretly or something, but, this is not a plan. This is a half-cocked piece of erratic bullshit, actually. So maybe let's think it through or something, because I don't want you to just fucking, die or get sent back in time to die or, get shredded into pieces by a physics machine and die, or a robot kills you.
Sweetheart, there's no robot that's gonna kill me.
You could get turned into a rat.
What?
No, I'm not kidding.
What are you talking about?
Well, it's not really my story to tell, but there is, they have that technology.
Okay. Disregarding that for a moment. Look, me and one of my coworkers, we have been setting up something for a little bit. We've been working on a plan to get you guys out. Or not you guys, but them.
The other us?
Them out.
Them. Capital T.
Yes. And it is time that we make proper moves forward. I need you to trust me on this. I have it covered.
How did they even get in there?
That's a very long story.
Where did they come from? Another dimension?
We don't know for certain. Look, I can give you more information after this is dealt with, okay?
So your plan is to do a drunk heist?
No. My plan is to contact my friend. We work on it a little bit more, and we get them out as soon as possible.
Are you going to go over right now? To your friend?
I should.
How are you going to get there?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just going to have to call him.
I hear that sometimes people tap phone lines. I just think you should go to sleep, honestly. Like, it's a little bit late, and I think you could use some sleep.
Make a heart charm roll.
Roll for science. They rolled into the corner. Oh, that's chill. I got 2 successes.
Your mother sits back down in her chair before putting a hand to her head. Okay, you're right. She just continues kind of just tapping her fingers on the desk. I will go into work tomorrow. I will speak to our friend, and maybe we'll set something up for tomorrow night. I don't know. But we'll figure it out.
Who's the friend?
He's a new hire that we took in a little while ago. His name is Dr. Rodriguez.
That's kind of like Lopez.
I suppose? Who is Dr. Lopez?
He's from Connecticut.
Oh, right. Sure. All right. Look, how about you go to sleep, hun. Go to school, and then we're going to talk about this when I get home, okay?
Okay. Don't get disappeared.
It's going to take a lot of work on their part for them to do that, but thank you, sweetie.
Good night.
Good night.
Did she leave?
She doesn't get up from her chair.
I'm not leaving until she goes to bed.
There's just an awkward pause before she...
It's like... Jerk my head towards the door. Go to bed. Go to bed.
I have a feeling I will be sleeping in here.
Oh. Wow, so Dad gets the bed even though he cheated? It's pretty fucked up.
Dad's gotten a lot of things.
Like, Grandma and Grandpa? What the heck was that about? That was weird.
Yeah. Again, I'm sorry.
Is there a bed in here?
No.
Is it carpeted?
There is a rug.
Do you want like a sleeping bag or something?
It's okay, honey. As per the work I do, I've learned to sleep anywhere.
Okay. Well, would you at least lie down? Like...
All right. She gets up from the chair, lies down on the rug. Does this satisfy you?
One sec. I'm gonna go get one of my pillows and like a glass of water and a bowl. Mm-hmm. Just go gently place them around here like a little ritual circle or something.
Mm-hmm. You by the time you get back, you can see she's already asleep.
All right. I still do that, and then I hunt through her desk for documents.
Please make a body sneak check.
My body's really high now. I feel like this is gonna be it. I'm gonna get into some shit, so I'll save my luck point.
Nothing. You do not find anything new. You look through the drawers of her desk. Some general things that you find, just tax forms. You can find that there's a few just general implements, pens, pencils. In one, you can find what looks to be a very thick envelope. In the bottom right-hand drawer, you do find what looks to be a series of files, what looks to be a notebook of some sort, as well as some crayon covered drawings.
Oh my god, these are so old. From what? Age 8, let's say?
They're all Mother's Day cards that she's held on to.
Wow, I used to get really elaborate with these. I'm gonna gently put them back. I guess I'll go to bed. I don't really... Father, no father. Father, no father. No father. I slept.
For Kit, you are dropped off at your place by Olivier. As you are dropped off in the driveway, car is actually in the lot. You can see that there's a very dim light coming from inside, and you do see some movement.
Okay. I hug my skateboard a little closer to me, and I head in.
You walk inside. As you can see, your mom and your dad sitting on the couch looking towards the TV, as they're just very almost teenagers, where she's kind of lying in his lap and he's just lounged on the couch, as they both look. Oh, hey.
What are they watching?
They seem to be watching Nash, which is a similar one, but it's about a guy in a long trench coat and two cowboy-like pistols who travels through the Vietnam War and tries to talk peace between the two sides as opposed to relegating strictly to violence. As they see you come in. Oh, hey, honey. You were out late.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually had a really good day. I won a skate competition, and we think we saved Baxter's brother's life. It was pretty cool. Sorry for being late, though.
They both just look to each other, and they, at this point, they just shrug, just yeah, that sounds about right. Well, please let us know next time if you're gonna stay out. I was a little bit worried.
Yeah, I can do that. And I go and I give them each a kiss on the cheek, and I get a glass of water, and I am heading up to bed.
All right, have a good sleep, babe.
Good night. Love you.
Love you too. Which point you head to bed. For Olivier, you drive up to your house. You can see that there is similarly a light on as you hop off the moped.
I just waltzed. Still feeling great.
Which point you walk in. As you shut the door, Olivier Stephen Webster.
Uh-huh.
As you see your mother and your sister sitting in the living room. You see your mother is just back straight, just staring at you. As you can see, your sister is sitting off to the side, just kind of one hand in her on her head, and just kind of scratching away at it.
Oh, hey guys.
Young man, I was expecting you here for dinner because you promised you would be.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I should have called. We got caught up. We won a skate competition. Well, not we. Kit won a skate competition and saved Baxter.
And you told me you were going to tell me where you were.
You're absolutely right, Mom. I'm honestly sorry. I
This is
forgot.
3 times in a row. Kind of looks over. Are you drunk?
No. Your Honor, I am not. I plead the fifth.
You just see Renee just now 2 hands in, just
Oh, don't give me that, you.
as Renee just looks over to your mother. So, Mom, look, just let him go. Just let him go to sleep. Maybe you can talk to him in the morning.
I would love
No,
that.
I do not think so. No, you have been flagrantly disrespecting me and this house. You have been running off doing God knows what. Is this what you want for yourself? Is this what you and the good doctor have been working towards? Because, you know, based on what I'm seeing right now, it doesn't seem you're very anxious at all.
Yeah, I'm making my own choices, Mom. That seems good to me.
Oh, so that's the problem. When you make delinquent choices. Renee just like, Mom, don't do it.
You think I'm being a delinquent? Sure, I went out and I haven't called you. It's not like I'm shooting up drugs under a bridge.
Are you?
No! I drank half a beer this evening. It's true. It's true. I know it seems like I drank more. I have a very weak constitution, apparently. Look, I'm sorry. If there was a better way to communicate with you, maybe they gotta invent like some kind of portable phone or something. But for now, it's just kind of hard. Okay?
That is a ridiculous concept. A portable phone. Who would think of that?
Fuck.
Look, I am very, very disappointed. We gave up a good life to try to make something here.
We?
Yes.
I just start walking to my room.
Don't run away from me, as Renee immediately just goes up and books it from the couch, walking up the stairs behind you. Renee doesn't stop you. She just keeps going. Yep, keep going, keep going. I have sacrificed for this family, and now I just have my 2 kids just, all right, fine. What a family this is. Before she just turns and walks into the living room.
I think I go up to my room and I just kind of flop onto the bed face first.
You just hear the door just very gently close.
Sacrifice? What kind of bullshit is that? Not like it was her. Do you think she said shit like, she just says stuff like that? Just forgets? Do you think she's forgotten? She forced us into this. It's her decisions. It wasn't my fault.
It wasn't your fault.
Then why is she making me feel like it is?
Because she's an asshole. You didn't do anything wrong, kid.
So I'm trying to do what she wants. I'm trying to do what the doctor wants. I'm making friends. I'm doing stuff, but it's not good enough. Am I never going to be good enough? I was good enough before, and it fucked me up. I was better than good enough. I was the fucking best. I'm sorry. I'm a little. My head's in a bad place. Man, they don't tell you that shit about beer, man. It's so good, and then you get so bad. What the hell?
Usually it's not this bad.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. When she very slowly goes in for a hug.
I let it.
Well, you're asking if you're good enough. I think the question is, who are you good enough for? Because I know you're good enough for me.
I'd hug her so tight.
And I bet you that you're good enough for you, too. You enjoy what you're doing, right? Whatever wacky adventures you've got yourself into at this point.
Yeah. I mean, there's good parts and bad parts. I kind of look at Renee.
Hmm?
If I could tell you all the shit that's been happening, you wouldn't believe half the things I'd say.
Try me. While you were off doing your thing, I got my own deals with Mom, but while you were off, I was probably having the same adventures that you are now.
Then sometimes it feels like the whole world's gonna end unless you're doing stuff right.
I know I felt that like that too. And shit, I still do.
How do you deal with that?
Well, I did learn one very important trick. And in my opinion, it's life-changing. Do you want to see it?
I nod voraciously.
Get changed. Get into darker colors. Before she stands up and just very gently looks out the door. 1 second.
Okay. I start finding darker clothes. Some sweatpants, maybe a hoodie or something.
Which point she, after a few minutes pass, door swings open. As you can see, your sister has mostly got like black jeans, black t-shirt, hoodie over top. Closes the door. Yeah, we're gonna have to get you some proper black clothes.
This is the only thing I own that was dark enough. I know burnt orange isn't really dark, but what do you want from me?
It's okay. It's okay. Well, yeah. We'll go shopping at some point.
It's more of a grapefruit, really, when you look at it.
Which point, as she goes over to your window, you guys are up on the second floor, but just down the hall from each other. As you can see, your sister pop the window open before she finds a latch, pops the screen out from there before she swings her leg out. Ugh. You're coming or what?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I follow. Oh, yeah.
She shows you to the slight ledge of, what is it? Kind of over top of the deck.
Handy info.
You can see she closes the window behind before going, oh, fuck. Goes back in. I always forget this. Goes over, turns off the lights, then goes over, grabs the bedside table and puts it in front of the door handle. Before she...
I'm taking mental notes.
Goes out through the window, closes, shuts it down. As she slides down slightly before she comes to a pole, grabs around it and slides down to the ground.
I try to do the same. I've had some experience falling down ladders recently.
Mm-hmm. Make a quick body move check.
Yeah, okay. Nothing.
All right. You... As you go to slide down, you drop about 10 feet. As your impact is mostly caught by Renee, but you hit the ground and you bang your tailbone pretty bad. Moment passes. No sound as your sister pulls you up to your feet.
Sorry. Okay. Ow.
Shh. Let's go. Before she heads over towards the garage, she goes around the corner, goes into opens the side door, grabs both of your bikes, pulls them out before she goes around to the neighbor's side, kicks off and begins biking down into Freeman.
Okay. I do the same. I look over my shoulder to make sure nobody's like looking out any windows at us, and head off.
You travel downhill slightly before you cut over to the right, heading closer to the main cliff into the general area of the Institute before you guys go slightly off road, closer to where the old path that you traveled up with the kid versions of Charlie and Maggie.
In the past, yeah.
More that general vicinity as you come into what looks to be following that trail. It seems to be some sort of park. Just very general outlook over towards the city. As you guys come across a park bench set up at the apex where you can see the lights of Freeman glowing from below you. And you can see even distantly towards the Atlantic Ocean just off the coast, the distant dim light of the factories. as even in the sky you can see the very dim lights of floating ships on their way to make deliveries deeper into Massachusetts, but also all across the United States. As your sister just kind of tosses the bike behind the park bench.
I didn't even know this place existed.
You got to go looking for it.
I go over and join her on the park bench.
Mm-hmm. At which point she sits down, goes into her hoodie pocket and pulls out something as she pulls out a lighter before she lights up. Seems to be some sort of blunt or cigarette of some sort.
Renee,
What?
I didn't know you did. You were, cool. Hey, is that good for your brain?
I like to think so. Plus, I don't do this all the time.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, when you were off on shoots and stuff, I went through my phase of using it a bit too much. And I can't handle that anymore.
Oh, you didn't tell me about that.
It was more something that Mom wanted to make sure that you didn't know about.
Distracted.
Exactly. Besides, it was my problem.
Your problems are my problems.
Rustles your hair. Yeah. But don't follow in my footsteps. Don't start using this shit too much. And same with the beer.
It was like half a drink. We were at a skate jam.
Yeah, you explain the scenario, and I'll say, for the sake of brevity, you guys spend a wonderful, very early morning out there. You're able to stay up pretty much as long as you'd like. Probably getting closer to 3 or 4 in the morning, if not a little bit later, before you guys are led back by Renee, kind of riding up to the house. You deposit the bikes. Renee, at which point, climbs up the pole, which you need a little bit of help and instruction how to do that. Before she, as you guys are about to split off towards your window, she gives you a quick hug. Remember, some people are going to be assholes sometimes, and I'm still trying to figure that out exactly. But you should always be good enough for you, because you'll always be good enough for me. All right?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
All right. Try to get a little bit of sleep, because otherwise you'll be dead in the morning.
Yeah, I'll try.
At which point she pops open your window. She pops open hers and dives in.
Clamber in like a thief in the night. Feeling pretty good.
Alrighty. In which case, for the lot of you, you guys wake up. Some very groggy and still very tired, but others well rested. Is there anything else you guys would like to accomplish in the morning?
Okay, I'd just like to do a quick tour of the house and see where everyone ended up, if anyone's still even here.
Where do you want to check first?
Well, probably the office is a good place to check first, because it's a known factor.
You head into the office, where you find your mother gone. You do find a note left on the side that just says thank you, and I'll see you tonight.
Gonna take it. Okay, and then I guess the parents' room, unless there's anything else of note here.
Okay. No, not specifically. You head towards your parents' room, where you see some clothes spread out against the bed, but for the most part...
Whose?
Your mother's. But for the most part, it is vacant. The bed is made, and your father's suitcases are gone.
Whew. Fun. And then I guess I'll charge flashlight until I have to go, because it's been in my pocket for like a week now. Then I'll take flashlight with me, and with my thingy on, I'll enjoy being able to bike to school.
Fair enough.
I have a question about something that I hadn't thought about. I think Olivier finally gets a little bit away from the end of world time travel nonsense. and kind of wakes up and sees the flyer that he had taken from the school play audition thing. Has he missed it?
No, it is going on a series of different days. So today is one of the audition days.
In that case, I'm gonna start. I'm getting ready, but I want to prep like a monologue at the same time as I'm doing it. Like, yeah, just so I'm prepared in case, because I want to do it as soon as possible, just in case more timey-wimey bullshit happens.
Okay, I'll say you have a lot of practice at this. You've got it down pat. At which point, Olivier, you eventually head downstairs.
I take the moped to school. By the way, I want to be cool now.
You head downstairs with Renee. Your mother has already gone to work by the time you get down there. Your lunches have already been made. As you guys head out, you can see your sister looks towards the moped and is that yours?
You're damn right it is.
Do you have a license for it?
I gotta give her like a huge wink and a shh.
Before she nods. All right.
Technically, I stole it from an ex-Marine cop, but he gave it to us. He's living in the woods now.
Huh. Interesting.
Yep, don't have to read into it past that. Bye!
All right. You drive off to school. Anything for you, Kit?
No, just that I'm taking my cool new revamped board to school.
You wake up. As you get up for the morning, you immediately smell breakfast. As you walk out, and you can see your mother in her scrubs getting prepared for her day, as Charlie has already whipped up breakfast for the both of you.
Oh, woo!
All right. Don't get too excited. I haven't been able to cook something in God knows how long.
What's the quality of the food?
Oh, it's not bad. Good set of pancakes, eggs, bacon. Way more than you're used to.
Dad, this is sick! And I eat a good fill that morning.
All right. Well, both of you have wonderful days at work, at school.
Love you. And Kit gives him a hug and like lingers a bit because, oh my gosh, how bonkers is this to have Dad back? And I run out the door and start skating.
All right. Baxter, is there anything you get up to in the morning?
Yeah, I have a question. Does Hope still go teach at school, or does he stay here now?
At this point, he's still leaving to go teach.
So who is still at McPherson's place then? It's McPherson and...
McPherson, Riley, Hope, and Trust.
Okay. What I think I would do, I wouldn't necessarily attend school. I kind of want... I don't know if Trust is any good at this stuff. I want a bit of a tinkering montage, shall we say?
A tinkering montage. What would you like to try to construct?
Things that go boom, and things that go zap, and things that make me go punch punch.
Okay. I'll say make a tech tinker check with a +1, because Trust will help you out.
Ooh, no successes. Wait, hold on. Wait, you know what? This is important to me, so I'm gonna re-roll that. 3 successes. I'm the strongest man alive.
I'll say you start working with Trust, as Trust is a little bit hesitant. He's like, I don't know if your initial schematics are going to operate, as you just have a bunch of like quick sketches of just like gauntlets with like massive like exoskeleton fingers, claws, lasers, and whatnot. But we shall certainly try. So are you just skipping school entirely?
I would not be attending school.
At which point, as you're working on this, Riley eventually like kind of comes over and is just, holy shit.
It's awesome, right?
I didn't know you could do this.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things maybe you didn't know I was capable of.
I guess so. Well, shame on me. Keep up the good work, kid.
Thanks, bro.
As after a few hours, you have something very interesting. You have developed the beginning of a proper exoskeleton. It's a little bit rough around the edges. Some of the tack welding is a little bit brittle. You don't know how strong it'll be in certain situations, but you have an exoskeleton that goes from your hands, goes down the sides of your arms and across the shoulders, which as you kind of flex them, you start to be able to lift up things that are normally way outside of your range of motion.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Oh! I'm just like picking up like the end of the table. Oh!
That I do not know. Oh, right, and you've picked it up anyway. As you can see your brother off to the side. Yeah, get it!
Oh, I'm so strong and cool! I'm trying to lift something with my other hand, which doesn't have an exoskeleton. I'm like, alright, maybe not. Just keep lifting a few things. Whatever's around, big machinery, rocks, whatever.
Make a body force check with a +2.
1 success.
You're able to get probably like an entire car wheel off the ground with just one hand before you toss it off to the side. You begin to go to other parts of the car, but it starts to strain a little bit. Jenny, Olivier, and Kit, you guys arrive at school. Is there anything you guys wish to accomplish?
I would like to assess what people think of, like, because I just disappeared in the middle of a demonstration. Or was that this time? Or was it the past? Anyway, I just want to know if there are any rumors around school about me.
I'll say make a mind investigate check.
No points in investigate. But I did get a 6, so that's cool.
As you guys are, Jenny, as you're walking around, you do notice a few people kind of give you like very slight eyes. Nothing too accusatory, or aggressive by any means, but just more like, as you do hear a voice, hey, Jenny! You see the very petite, excitable Tess running up towards you. It's like, Jenny, it's... Sorry, I was running to catch it. How are you?
Oh, so good. How about you?
Good. I'm just, I just haven't seen you at school for the past few days. I just thought it was pretty wild.
Yeah, it's been sort of, yeah.
So what's what's up? Like what's been going on?
Oh my gosh, it's so like stupid and complicated.
I'm sure guys are just so complicated.
Yeah, guys are. Why? Have people been saying something?
Well, she kind of looks around. I don't mean to be someone who kind of stirs the water.
Oh, shut up, bitch. Yes, you are.
Okay, maybe you know me a little bit. But people were just saying that they noticed that you and Baxter Raydon vanished from the football field at around the same time. Just very interesting.
Huh.
We never really considered like we know that you guys were like friends as kids, but we didn't realize it was like a thing.
Yeah, a thing. Yeah, well, actually, I don't know. There've been do you remember that party with the rat cake?
Oh my god, yeah.
Wasn't that so funny?
It was. Oh, Jasper was so angry.
Oh my god, it was amazing. Yeah, but there were like, I thought I saw something in the woods that night, honestly, and it was sort of freaky, like a Bigfoot or something.
Wait, what?
Well, I didn't like see a Bigfoot. I just sort of heard a noise that implied something that was kind of the size of a Bigfoot.
Oh, that's so weird.
I know, it is pretty weird, eh? But I thought I heard it again on the football field, so I sort of went to check it out, and then I actually like hurt my leg a little bit, so I sort of stuck there, but Baxter came and found me.
Oh my god, so you went hunting for Bigfoot and Baxter Raydon found you? That's so romantic.
I mean, yeah, like we're not hooking up or anything.
Don't worry, I'll let everyone know that he is off the table.
I mean, was Baxter ever really on the table for anyone? Let's be honest.
True. All right, well, have a wonderful class. I'll make sure everyone knows that our famous all-star is well taken.
We're not hooking up.
Before Tess runs off, as we do here, Jenny Williams, to please go to Mrs. Moore's office. Jenny Williams, Mrs. Moore's office.
As I make my way there, I will, if anyone else I see from like the squad or who I'm not like on antagonistic terms with, I should be like, hey, so like, I think Tessa's causing trouble again. Just like go along with it if she says anything, but she's kind of been going after me again. Sorry.
Oh my god.
But I don't want to cause waves, you know? Like,
make a heart charm roll +1.
You'd think I'd know, like, how much all of these are, because I use this one a lot. Oh shit, bitch. 2 successes.
You see other Jenny, who is standing with the Clark twins and also Scott, just like tall and hunched over, just looking nervously as Jenny immediately snaps towards you. He's like, oh my god, I am so sick of Tess's shit. All right, like, she just needs to stop putting her fucking nose in other people's business. I am sick and fucking tired of this shit. You know what? She's fucking out. All right?
Oh my god.
She might be part of Cheer Squad, like, in our, like, fucking immediate vicinity, but I swear to God, she's done.
Well, I mean, wouldn't want to cause, like, a schism.
Honey, this isn't a schism. We're not just, like, splitting the group or anything. It's just one little pest being kicked out of the herd.
Okay, but, like, you know, if Tess is over there and, like, I'm over here, like, who's gonna go with who, you know? Like, it's sort of like breaking the family up, don't you think?
Well, everyone's gonna go with you, obviously. Who would want to be with her?
Well, yeah, but then what happens to Tess? Like, she's annoying, but...
Well, she'll either suck it up or drop out.
But won't she be sad?
Who cares? Sure, that sounds, like, hostile and shit. But I don't have any empathy for people who start shit. All right? And you shouldn't either, especially when she's spreading bullshit about you. Like, that's some fucking, like, manipulative bullshit.
Well, I'll see you later, I guess. I need to go to Miss Moore's.
Don't take too long. We miss you for lunch. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And I'm gonna head to the office.
You head to Miss Moore's office, just slightly off the side from the gym. You can see that it's a room filled with athletic trophies and various gym accoutrements. You can see that she is still wearing her lanyard with the whistle. Her hair is done up into a slight ponytail.
The comforting glow of athletic success.
Yes, absolutely. She looks up towards you. Jenny.
Hi, Miss Moore.
Would you mind closing the door and having a seat?
Mm-hmm.
Sit down. How have you been, Jenny?
I've been better. But, you know, okay overall, more or less.
You're sure?
I mean, sort of?
I suppose I am just concerned, Jenny. I haven't been able to contact you over the past few days. You haven't been at school as far as I could tell.
I know, and I'm really sorry for missing practice. And disappearing.
That is what I wanted to bring you in to discuss. And I'm frustrated, but I'm not angry. I just want to understand what's going on so we can help fix the situation.
Well, I think my parents are getting divorced.
Ah.
And I just feel like I've been, bouncing all over the place these past couple days. Just, like, two sides and stuff. And it's been tough. So I'm really sorry. I will do better.
I've known you for a while, Jenny. I know that you're not someone to start up and vanish and do this sort of thing. I understand that. However, we need to figure out a way that we can make sure that this doesn't happen in the future.
I'm working on it. I'm really trying to fix it.
Do you find yourself with like too much on your plate? Is it more like managing your time effectively?
And like a little, I don't really feel in control of what's happening right now.
Well, what makes you feel like you're outside of control? Which point you see a trophy vanishes. Olivier and Kit, what are you doing? Anything specifically this morning, or?
Well, I want to make sure. I want to make sure Kit gets in okay, and Baxter.
Baxter does not show up.
I just want to. I park my moped where people have their motorcycles and stuff. I'm kind of like, that's where I wait to make sure that they're there, and kind of like with the sitting with it with the helmet, kind of, you know. Got a leather jacket on now.
I think Kit skates up. What are you leaning on your moped?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Like James Dean trying to, impress.
Kit skates up and pops off her board, and she says, "Hey, good morning.
Hey, how's it going?
Is that Baxter's jacket?"
No, this is mine. I've had this. I actually own this.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. Have you seen him, by the way? I haven't seen him around.
Baxter? No, I haven't seen him yet. I was gonna ask you that.
Weird.
Okay. What about Jenny?
Oh, Jenny went by before. She told me she was investigating a rumor. Like a bloodhound, that girl, socially.
Yeah, socially. Okay.
Did you still, I know we've been very, busy with other stuff, but, and I pull out the audition flyer. I think, did you still want to do this with me? I think you could do really good as like directing or some kind of like maybe SMing or something like that. That's short for stage managing.
I was about to ask. Yeah, I'm game. That sounds fun.
Cool. Then I guess later in the morning I want to, if there's like a sign up form or sheet or something, I want to put my name and Kit's down for whatever position she wants. Oh, I have to know, did anybody look at me being cool and and go,
Make a heart charm roll.
That's 3 successes. Here it is.
Everyone is noticing you. You're not entirely sure if that's because you're leaning right, like on the moped, but right beside a bigger motorcycle. But you know what? You've garnered some attention.
I'll take it. I wink at a couple people. I give a couple people like a finger guns.
A few people blush and turn away.
Kid, this is going incredibly well.
Which point you guys get outside of the drama office as you see the sign-up sheet. There's a few empty spots. You write your name, and then before Kit, are you going to also sign your name?
Yeah, but is there... Like, Kit doesn't want to be in the show necessarily. Is there an option for, crew, or ideally, I feel like Kit's more of a stage, an SM kind of person.
Yep, absolutely.
Cool. She does that.
You go to sign the SM form before your pen touches brick.
Is Olivier still behind me?
Mm-hmm.
Did you as Kit tries to kind of like touch the wall and see, is this a theater trick? Hee. I tap the wall with my pen.
You tap the wall. There is no sheets on the wall anymore.
Did I what happened to the sheet?
It just disappeared.
No.
Yeah.
No. No, today was going so well. No. Shit! I look around, is anything else disappearing?
No. But there are papers all over the floor.
What? What are on these papers?
You look down as you pick up a piece, and it says, and it's just a picture of Jenny's face.
No words, it's just Jenny's face?
Kind of, except at the top it says missing, and has her general information.
Does anybody else seem to be noticing this?
No.
Presumably there's kids in the hallways, right?
Yeah, and they're just wading through them.
But we don't feel the weird sensation in our stomachs that we normally feel when we get pumped.
Not exactly, no.
Weird.
This is new. Did we hear the announcement for Jenny to report to Mrs. Moore's?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Zoom, zoom.
Yeah, book it.
As Jenny, sitting there in front of Miss Moore. So, what do you mean outside of your control?
Like, just stuff happening? Did you move your, trophy?
She turns. Huh. I don't remember moving it.
But, like, it did used to be there.
Yeah. Huh. I must have. Where did you go?
What?
Oh, I just said I must have decided to take it down.
Oh. Hey, Miss Moore, can we just, like, hold hands, please? For my emotional well-being.
Of course. Of course, why did you leave?
Oh, cool. This again.
As you look at her, you see the flickering across her body. As she takes your hand, you can see the shift and almost twitch as half her face starts flickering and in this deep frown, tears coming down the sides of the face, as this other side, smiling, looking slightly concerned, as both mouths continue to move as one. Well, you know, Jenny, I'm always here for you. Before all four of you, there's a dropping sensation as you don't feel her let go. As you are falling endlessly. Farther, you guys try to open your eyes, but all you're seeing is just fuzz, like electric static from a television. It's just endless shifting. And while some drops were just moments, this seemingly goes on for forever. Just this endless dropping before you feel your body, your stomach itself seem to split from your body almost endlessly outwards. This energy burning up the sides of your body and rippling before there is only void. Empty blackness. Before screaming. High-pitched. You guys open your eyes as you can see people. Hundreds. Running in every direction. You hear this high-pitched wailing as people are screaming, begging for their lives as they are running away from you. As Jenny, you open your eyes, as you impact on the ground. You look over and see your friends. As you see, still holding your hand, Mrs. Moore.
Fuck.
What?
Okay, so don't freak out. So you know, the managing of the time. This is what is happening. This is my time being managed by forces outside of my control or understanding. And don't freak out. And I still have her hand. I'm gonna try and make eye contact with her. But we are somewhere else now.
Are we still at school? Can I take a quick look at our surroundings?
You are not. You are on a city street. Pavement surrounds you in all directions. Massive, what look to be apartment buildings, sprawl endlessly towards the sky.
So recognizably not Freeman.
Seemingly not. Above you, cars fly above you. Massive neon signs sprout from the sides of buildings. All in a language you do not even begin to understand. As from a distant position, in the direction that people are running away from, you can see a large building, almost like a high-rise, with almost what looks to be this sparking gray-white almost like fire that is as you watch as the buildings around you are suffering from that same flickering, that as people just seem to be running.
Is it actually from us, or is it just away from where we are?
As far as what?
You said they were, like, running...
Oh, they are just running in any direction that is away from that sparking gray thing. Miss Moore just nods her head, looks around. Well, at least now I can't blame you for whatever the fuck is going on. What are we doing here?
I don't know. It just happens. It just happens. It's been happening a lot. It's been happening so much. And I hate it.
Good, good.
Are we all around each other? Yeah?
Yep, you're all around you.
Oh, shit. Hey.
Hey, Jenny, you brought a teacher.
This is Miss Moore. She's my cheer coach.
Hi.
Hi. I was gonna come to school today.
I think it's understandable. Why not?
You had me worried, man. What the hell?
I made a really cool robot arm. I have to show you after.
The robot arm is still attached to you.
That thing?
Yeah,
You
look
talking
how
about that
cool it
thing?
is.
Everyone at school thinks we fucked.
Absolutely over my head. I'm too worried about the robot arm.
Kit gives Jenny a pointed look as nobody seemed to acknowledge that isn't.
Do the signs have letters with lots of little hats? That's my first question.
Nope.
Okay. So probably not Sweden.
Why is your first instinct Sweden?
That's where the other loop is.
At which point I would like you all to please make body move checks.
Oh no. Are we gonna get hit by a car?
1.
That's a success.
One success.
Nothing. It's my best stat. I rolled 8 dice.
As you guys are standing there talking, you hear a as you look behind you, as you can see a car has flickered as it almost looks like the same car in those flickers. It's very strange where it almost looks like you're looking at two of the exact same vehicle at once before there's this moment of light. It goes entirely silent, but you watch as a burst of energy moves entirely silent, almost like a growing saw blade that moves into various directions. If you've ever seen a star collapse in on itself, creating a nova, expands outwards. As the rest of you are able to kind of back up out of the way, Jenny, your exoskeleton foot drags behind you a little bit unexpectedly as the light doesn't touch you but gets very close as you watch as your arm begins to bubble and burn.
Oh my god.
As you immediately pull backwards, as the flesh has scarred and burned and popped, as multiple bubbles across your flesh have developed, as you have to pull your arm to your chest to step backwards.
Why is it always me? I'm supposed to be good at this. Ow.
We gotta get out of here. We gotta go.
I go and I grab Jenny with my exoskeleton arm and I kind of drag her along.
That's a firm grip.
As you guys begin to move, what direction are you heading to?
Away.
I have a landscape question. So there's a giant air orb up in the sky that's pulsing, and there's this.
It's at the apex of a tower. Like it looks like a large.
Like a staff with something floating.
No, it's not exactly a staff. It's more like a high-rise building that the top has burst open, and it's just sitting at the apex of that point.
Can I roll to look for somewhere something interesting, something salient that might help us, or I don't know.
Make a mind comprehend check.
That's 2.
The only thing that's standing out to you that isn't exploding is where that central point at the top of that building is.
Yeah, I relay this to them.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Miss Moore, do you know where we are?
I have no idea.
This one's pretty intense. It's not usually this bad, although I think they're getting worse every time.
All right, I need everyone to please make one more body move check.
Holy shit. 3 successes.
Also 3.
One success.
At which point, you guys are booking it through, running as hard and as fast as you can. As for Baxter and Olivier, you both get smacked off to the side. As you can see, the skin and muscle across your body begins to blacken and almost take on this physical, hard, bulbous form across your body as you begin to trudge forward before reaching the base of this massive structure.
Are you okay?
It's not great.
Maybe we should have kept our vests.
You all took yours off?
Yeah, it's fucking heavy.
We weren't running away from killer robots, so I thought it was all right.
We're always running away from killer robots.
Let's go in.
Let's go!
At which point, as you guys reach the front doors, you can see that most of them are busted, broken open. The flickering continues, sputtering and dancing around as you guys enter into the main foyer. You can see that there are a set of stairs up and there are elevators.
Has there been, like, any recognizable lettering as we've been running, or now that we've reached this place?
But as you do enter this place, you do notice that there is the main language that you don't know how to speak, and then underneath that is English.
Does it say food court?
No, this one would read, this would be Raydon Research Point Alpha. This would be nowhere in the documents that you guys, or anything you've encountered before.
More research bullshit nonsense. Fucking science. I used to like scientists. I thought it was cool. I don't know anymore.
Is there any first aid looking things around?
I'll say anyone who has any points in comprehend, please make a mind comprehend check.
That's 1.
Those are some nasty burns.
Those are some nasty burns. I don't know what to do about them. Where does it look like we should go to? Like, I want to be looking for something that looks like stairs. Yeah.
There are stairs and there is the elevator.
Well, if we go in the elevator, it might stop working and we all fall to our deaths.
Yeah.
But also stairs might be full of evil.
That's what I was gonna say.
But there might be evil robots on the stairs, that's true. But maybe the elevator is an evil robot.
What if the... Whoa. That's crazy.
I'm gonna start for the stairs.
I follow, because...
You guys ready? Ready for your steps?
Yeah. I go and Jen follow.
Alrighty. Please make another body move check.
2.
1.
2.
3.
You guys begin traveling up with the help of Jenny and also your experiences with running from other things. This feels a little bit better. Burns aside, you guys do get up to the top floor, at which point you can see the door is already busted inwards. As you can see what looks to be at this point, an open air just section. There's desks that have been scattered. There's a central circle point that seems to be holding something in the middle. As you can see that there's a number of both what look to be burn and carve marks made by other smaller explosions. As you get to the top, you also spot 2 things, one familiar, one not. You find a older gentleman on the ground, a lab suit on, no one you recognize by any means. but seems to be some sort of like massive, like yellow, full-coated suit. The other, you can see the flickering hole, and you can see what looks to be almost a square shape, entirely black, with smaller squares and cubes making it up.
Like the tetrahedron.
As you watch as some of the pieces are slowly moving into that flickering void. It's just boom, 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 boom.
Oh no, that's probably bad, right?
As you can see in that flickering reflection, you can see the same cube doing the same thing to it. They seem to exchange and trade, but as different pieces smack into each other, they make those smaller explosions.
Should we like stop it?
I want to rush over to the scientist guy and try to like shake him awake.
You shake him awake.
How do we turn it off? How do we turn it off?
I don't know. We were trying to help.
Hurry up!
English, man, come on!
We sent them through. We were trying.
Sent who through?
Some colleagues. We sent them to the other side. I don't know.
Okay, well, if you did it, you can help us turn it off.
It's not a machine. It's natural. I'm sorry.
Does he have like a helmet on?
He does. However, none of you are able to pull it off as you watch as the cube, and as it impacts into the side, there is just light. And you're falling. You are plummeting downwards. In this time, just pure white void.
I'm gonna try and like reach for my companions because I'm worried we'll get separated or something.
Interesting. Jenny, please make a body move check. No, make a mind comprehend check first.
Oh shit, 2 successes.
You immediately start feeling this drop as you look back behind you as you see Miss Moore standing slightly away. As you instinctually reach out, please make a body move check.
1 success?
1 success. You look behind you, reach out to go to grab towards her. As she reaches out a hand, confused towards you, before you fall. You don't feel her on your hands. As the four of you once again impact into the ground. You feel the air strike out of your gut before you immediately go to wince from the pain of the burns before there's nothing there. You touch your skin and it's healed back.
Where are we now?
You look around as you just see sand. Endless. You see above you dark clouds. Red lightning. You see in the distance sand begin to collect and gather this wall of particles. Distantly approaching.
Oh no, that's a sandstorm. Guys, what do you do when there's a sandstorm?
At the centermost point, in between you and the storm, in the sand, is a black twisted obelisk. You can see that there are various what look to be strange, massive pieces of debris scattered around you.
What material?
Make a mind comprehend check.
I feel like I'm rolling a lot. I am great at it. That's 3 successes.
These are bones.
giant?
Yes.
Are there any smaller pieces?
Very tiny ones.
I'd like to just pocket.
You grab some. As you see, not too far nearby, what looks to be a massive structure, probably 700 feet tall, and these sitting next to it, what look to be these green, almost blue-like, almost like jelly spheres that are just kind of floating in the space. At which point the sand beneath you begins to flicker. At the top of the obelisk, once again, that shifting hole.
Hightail it.
Okay. Anyone feel free to make a mind calculate check.
I got 1.
I got 2.
Kit and Baxter, you immediately notice the distance and how fast you guys are traveling. You guys are not going to make it to the obelisk on foot versus the sandstorm that's coming in. You will not reach the obelisk in time if you are strictly running.
Are there any potential aids along our way?
You look over towards the floating blobs.
Oh, I think those are vehicles, and I run over towards them with no more context.
Why would you think that?
Kidding me?
Why would you think that?
I go to jump on one. Is it big enough that I could pick up the gang, or do we each need our own?
Kit!
No, it would be big enough to pick up the gang.
I run as fast as I can to get on one and bring it back to the gang and zoom over, if I can.
At which point you jump up, you touch it as your hand passes into it.
Ew! Okay.
As you are suddenly struck with this heightened awareness. Your sensations do not just control your own body, but also the outside of the gel itself.
Ooh.
As your body is sucked inside of it.
Are you okay?
Oh my gosh, she's gone. She's dead. It ate her.
Holy shit.
You sense everything both on your body, but also on the external side of the jelly. As you feel you force your senses sideways as the jelly begins to float over to your friends.
Oh my god!
It's coming for us. Run! It's gonna eat us too.
Oh my god.
Can I
Oh
stick
God.
my head out and be like, guys, relax. I'm fine.
It ate you.
You're brainwashed.
I'm not even debating with these losers. I'm saving your lives.
As you all are crashed into, you guys all have this similar sensation, but it becomes amplified. As all of your connections are made into this blob, you suddenly remember things that you have never done. As all of your consciousnesses begin to
Ew!
and attach to each other.
Are we mind melding?
You are still an independent entity, but...
I'm gonna snoop.
Fuck.
Okay, what are you going to try to remember?
I absolutely snoop.
Boys are so gross.
I don't know. I just want whatever's at hand. Like, I don't want to.
Did Jenny and Baxter have crushes on each other? Go.
Yes.
Yes.
Before our schism. I was kind of like, whatever. I don't need you.
All right. So I'll say, Jenny, make a mind investigate check. I will say, anyone who is trying to drive the jelly, please make a mind calculate check.
Yeah, I have no successes for that.
Nah, nada.
That's a success.
I got one.
All right, Jenny, you can ask one question to any of your fellow players, and they must answer truthfully. The blob is moving forward slowly as Olivier and Jenny are piloting forward. You guys are about halfway there at this point, as the sandstorm is quickly moving forward.
Go faster.
Make a another mind calculate check.
I got 2 for speed jelly.
2. Okay, starts moving faster.
Where about Tyson? I want to see if this jelly has special powers.
Okay. Mind calculate, Baxter.
1 success. Give me powers.
One success. You are able to sense that you are able to create, like, gelatinous limbs outside of it. It's about which point that as you guys are traveling, you do feel a vibration beneath you. As you look behind you, as you see some particles of sand have begun to begin exploding behind you. But beneath, you watch as a 100-foot tall thing sprouts from the ground. As you look across the sides of it, you see it looks down towards you, this thick hide with multiple eyes embedded into the actual scales of it. This rows and rows of this open teeth that looks down towards you all before it drops and it attempts to grab at you.
I throw out some limbs and I make giant claws and I grab it with my jelly hands.
Please make a body force check, Baxter, with a +2 because of your exoskeleton arm.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the best.
Let's go.
Is there anything that anyone thinks their character wouldn't reveal but would be really interesting for us to like play with? That I could learn in this moment and obviously blab to everyone? Tell me what it is. I was gonna target you anyway. Tell me. What do I find in your mind?
Lots of child actor stuff. Really, really big, famous child actor stuff.
Where? In Europe?
No, in the States. LA. And a meltdown on public television after it got too much.
Were you like TV or film?
TV. TV and theater.
Okay. Excellent.
I got a success.
Okay, Baxter, as the maw comes down, you immediately with these two massive exoskeleton hands before it and tries to dig down further. Anyone else, please make a mind calculate check.
That's 3 for me.
Nothing.
Your guys' jelly is moving super fast at this point.
I want to expand my hands into like a buzzsaw.
Yeah, another body force check with a +2.
2 successes.
2 successes as one of your hands begins turning into some sort of like saw blade. You impact it into the side of the creature as it digs deep and thick into the neck. As you watch as the head begins to separate slightly, as you watch as it the creature itself begins to flicker before you rip your hand back as it explodes into space, moving right behind you as Kit and Olivier are dashing forward, as focusing as much as they possibly can as you guys have finally hit the obelisk. And as you guys are trying to move forwards, you immediately try to stop and think about, okay, how do you get up? How do you get up? As you see the explosion traveling right down the center behind you, as you unintentionally just look up as the speed carries you upwards, as you begin flying towards the sky, as that centermost portion, as you see at the apex, almost what looks to be like part of the obelisk, multiple small, like almost toothpick-like stones shooting into the flickering void. As you see the obelisk itself, black and made of these smaller fragments, begins to shoot into it. As you reach the top, the obelisk impacts before white once again. Impacting on the ground. This time you guys are able to land on your feet. A black sky. Dim stars. Cobblestone streets. Various stonework buildings kind of cropping up in all directions. A massive wooden door set in front of you. Torches on either side.
What is this? The Middle Ages? Like there was that big triangle in our loop, and all of these black rocks made of smaller black rocks. Like, is this... I'm really worried about Freeman, you guys.
There's some stuff going down.
Any big orbs?
You look ahead, you don't see any rocks, but you do see the flickering.
I mean, should we try and stop it from happening? If we stop it, are we stuck here? I don't know what to do, you guys. And we might have stranded Miss Moore between dimensions.
We definitely stranded Miss Moore between dimensions.
Oh, 100%. She's toast. She's 100% toast.
Shut up, Baxter!
Why'd you bring her?
I wanted someone to deal with the problem.
Whoa, you have 3 of us, and we are not doing great, so...
Okay, so deal with it then.
Look, I'm sure Jenny wasn't trying to bring Miss Moore into this. There's no point in us squabbling again against each other. Let's follow the cobblestone road to the fucking...
Oh my god, don't make this about musicals, Olivier. God.
Everything is about musicals.
Well, if we're doing Wizard of Oz, we should hold hands for safety.
Why?
For safety!
Great, I'm Dorothy. Baxter, you're the lion. Kit, you're the Tin Man. Jenny, you're the scarecrow.
And is Miss Moore the one that gets the house dropped on her?
And Miss Moore is Toto.
You are standing in front of a set of wooden doors. As you can see, a slot in the door opens. You can see what looks to be a 7-foot-tall, green-skinned, massive tusks jutting out of the front of the face in a Victorian-era, suit and top hat. So you are the others.
Other what?
Are there more of us here right now?
Is Miss Moore here?
Are you in cosplay?
I do not understand this cosplay, but there is much to discuss, traveler.
You damn right, sir?
The dark eye has graced you. We all await in the basement.
The dark eye?
I turn over to Baxter. You gotta admit, this is pretty left field for all the sci-fi stuff we've been handling, right? This feels like we're into Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm not even phased anymore.
Okay, but what if it's one of those planets where all the aliens are Victorian England, like on Star Trek, Like, that would be pretty cool. Like, it's actually an alien planet.
Yeah, it's a total genre shift.
That would be kind of sick. I guess we follow the orc man.
You guys follow after this figure as you see a very fine Victorian-era house. Lush carpets, very fine silverware, candle lit with some minor electrical circuits that seem to light some areas of the house. As you guys, as the orcish gentleman lifts open a hatch and leads you down a set of stairs into a stone basement.
As we go, I'd like to snag a trinket and just pocket it.
Easily enough, you're able to just snag something.
It's for science.
You kleptomaniac. Can I ask the gentleman's name as we were walking?
My name is Arthur.
Arthur. Sick. What do you do? What's your deal?
I am an attendant to the lady of the house, to the high priestess of the dark eye. But the lady herself will be able to answer all queries you have.
Oh, so you have answers?
Maybe.
As you guys arrive at the basement, you guys see a small collection of people, all very well dressed. Men, women, were just entirely regardless, but all different species, you could say.
They're more fantasy races, yeah.
Fantasy, but also alien-esque.
Oh, sick.
You can see one seems to be a female form with almost like the alien kind of cylindrical head with a series of eyes that come down. As you can see, standing at the centermost point, a woman in a black dress, standing there, hair done up into a tight bun at the back, this ivory, hairpin, and standing beside a massive black sphere.
Is it a rock?
It is a rock. A very familiar makeup. As you see, she stands there. Ah. Come forth, travelers.
Are the rest of the people dressed in Victorian stuff, or are there other people dressed like us, like in quote-unquote modern?
Victorian. All Victorian. As she looks you all over. Well, this is the most curious. I was not expecting this on the other side of the eye's gaze.
You saw us?
No, but it makes sense. An exchange in kind.
My lady, we are very much out of the loop. Could you care to grace us with your whatever information that you can?
Of course. My sincere apologies. My name is Lady Westel. I am the High Priestess of the Dark Eye. These are our other members of congregation. She motions over to the circle of people. We apologize for the difficulty here. You see, we have made our first official offering to, well, the one true God.
Like a human sacrifice?
No, it was voluntary. You see, I have plucked this as she holds a black sphere in her hand from the side. And we have made smaller gifts and given them to the All-Eye. But upon their transfer, they would vanish. Occasionally, our congregants would find similar objects deposited elsewhere across the space.
Like the cancer machine.
Does that sound like the machine that's in McPherson's? Similar-ish. They don't come out the other side of the sphere, but they did appear elsewhere in our world. And now our first moniker, as she motions over, and you can see what looks to be just like a piece of silver, like just like a slab. We wish to see what that kind of effect would have, but our original piece, we've determined that it is not exactly the same. A slightly different makeup and very interesting results when placed with the others. You keep referencing the All-Eye. What exactly is that? And how do you commune with it?
Why, it's this. Just motions to the sphere. This is the Dark Eye. We speak by offering. But you asked before the strange response. I believe for our new friends we can make a demonstration. As you can see, a series of people nod before one figure steps forward and pulls a silver ring from their hand, offers it forward. Thank you. Takes the ring, takes the bar. I will require you to stand back.
So far back.
Oh, yeah.
Don't have to tell me
Way
twice.
back.
She places the silver bar on the ground before gently tossing the silver ring. As they connect, you watch as that white explosion takes place, as the ring is entirely eaten, gone, and there's just a ring hole in the silver bar. With all gifts there is consumption, and thus we have made our 4 most devoted members have decided to offer themselves for this great offering. They have just stepped into it, and we shall now see the effect. The 4 of you have stepped out from your world and joined us.
So you sent 4 of your people into that, and then when that happened, we showed up.
Yes, exactly. But you must surely know more about the Dark Eye, and about the divine world.
We didn't willingly step in. We didn't do anything willingly. We got sucked in here.
Well, I apologize if you have been left out in the dark, but I'm certain that all of you must be angels of some sort. Some sort of divinity.
We don't know squat about diddly-do, okay?
We've been called dark-eyed children, gods.
This would make sense. At which point you hear
I'm sorry, my lady, but we have some unexpected visitors.
As you see 4 other people step down, all of which seem to be wearing Victorian wear, but in slightly different shades and colors of the others. Like, I'm sorry, we have been informed that we were to come see you, Lady Westall. Lady Westall looks up, but I don't understand.
Are those your sacrifices?
Very similar, yes. Then why are you here?
We don't freaking know. Also, you should be careful with that orb because we've seen like a bunch of different rocks.
Flickering
Probably
light.
run.
Oh gods. It's time. We have seen the truth. We are being tempted by devils. It is time for us to return to our dark angel. As you see, the group looks towards the sphere as it's... All I claim us before falling in void, black this time, before there is a very small white explosion in the center. But as you travel closer, it gets larger, 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 larger. As you see in it pieces of sand. Dust? No, dirt. But as you're getting closer, not even that. Planets. Stars. The Big Bang happening in front of your very eyes. Endless expansion. As you are flung into this just empty void of just having to dash and dodge around asteroids, floating rocks, massive, gigantic planets you can't even begin to understand. And in that distance, a small diamond just floating through space. Quickly. As you guys are following behind it, this large black diamond-like stone built of others. Very familiar. As you look around you, you can also see on the other side of the explosion another one of them. Exact same shape and size, but moving in a parallel opposite direction. Almost like reflections of each other in water. Before you see this massive stone come and impact, splinter off this huge piece of stone into a smaller one. Debris thrown into endless directions. As in the reflection, the same stone impacting a similar world. Time speeds. Magma, mountains, forests, oceans. Large creatures scattered across the world before an impact. Smoke. Birds flying, but death. Before it all starts over again. And at the center, found in a deep crater, this central diamond shape. Before it's lifted, dragged up out of the earth. Massive cranes. Boxes. Movements, shifts. A centralmost point. Still in reflection of the other. 2 anchors. 2 interdependent points in a dual universe of both matter and antimatter. Everything in tandem and duplicates. Positively and negatively charged. As you guys remember your physics lesson, particles and antiparticles. But as you see things transfer from one to the other, you begin to notice something else. They begin to move closer to each other. As things are transferred between the two, the universes themselves begin to meld and begin to move closer towards each other until the point that the two pieces touch. Another big bang. The creation and death of universes split in tandem between the matter and antimatter reflections before you find yourself back in school. And that is where we're going to end off this episode. Alrighty. Well, now we get to the XP gain of the episode. Question 1, did you participate? Yes. Question 2, have you been in trouble because of your relationships?
Ms. Moore certainly was.
God. Oh my god.
Poor Miss Moore.
Number 3, did you use or struggle with your pride?
Yep.
I don't think so.
Number 4, did you put yourself at risk for the other kids?
We got jellied.
I jumped into a blob.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And number 5, have you learned something new?
I think so.
To be honest, I didn't learn shit.
We learned so much that we learned nothing.
Well, with that being the case, is there anything people would like to plug?
So I was sitting here going, man, I don't know what to plug this today, and then the algorithm provided me with the gem. So I'm here to plug a great show that's happening in Montreal, or technically in the Greater Montreal area in April. Scooby-Doo and the Lost City of Gold, the live stage spectacular. Place Belle in Laval on Sunday, April 24th. I don't know if there's real dogs or fake dogs. So it was rescheduled from January 15th to April 24th. I don't have a lot of details about what this is. The photo is just Scooby, just like clip art of Scooby-Doo, just looking happy, and behind him is presumably the Lost City of Gold. Tickets are $28.50 each for every row. There's no hierarchy in ticket prices here, at least none that I can find. Oh no, they go up to 52, and then they go up to 73 for premium high class seats. I can't find any. It doesn't provide me with any information about what this. Oh, there's a trailer. Okay, yeah, it's what you expect. It's a stage show spectacular about Scooby-Doo and his very good friends who solve mysteries. And Scooby, I have confirmation, is in fact a very giant costume, is what he is.
I'd like to go next, and I'd like to plug rocking chairs, even more specifically rocking chairs that are outdoors to allow for one to rock and self-soothe out of doors while reading a book or perhaps speaking with a good friend. End plug.
I'm going to plug East Africa Restaurant, which is its name. And I'm pretty sure it's Ethiopian food. It's really delicious. It's an NTG on Sherbrooke. And if you're looking for tasty food or like that amazing tangy flatbread, you should go there and eat their food. Because restaurants are good and we like them to survive. And you don't have to cook if you go to one, which is great. And also October Gems and Fish with Legs is a podcast that I make with two very good friends and then a larger posse of also good friends who act in it and sometimes make music, perhaps. Who can say? It's a fantasy adventure series. It's about a teenage girl with a chip on her shoulder and a sheltered but bombastic immortal fish with legs. And they go on adventures, and they grow closer, and eventually they might become best friends. But I can't promise that. Yes, I can. They do.
I'm gonna October Gems Fish Legs already plugged. I'm gonna plug Favorite Daughter, the band that I play guitar in. We have shows coming up in end of May, presumably end of March, April, and May, maybe even June. Find our socials to get those dates if you're into indie pop rock type stuff. And I'm gonna plug using your noggin. I was recently I don't know. I was recently exposed to a potential COVID case, and the general guidelines are like for that if you're vaccinated person are, hey, you can still go around and do stuff, just wear a mask and stay socially distanced. That to me wasn't super helpful, right? So use your noggin when looking at that kind of thing, especially if you know that you've been exposed to somebody with COVID. It's still not over, folks. Just because the government says that you can go out and do stuff doesn't mean that you maybe should. I don't know. Be empathetic and think about the other people that you may be affected by your decisions. That's my plug.
All right. Well, if you enjoyed this series, make sure to check out our previous series, Montreal by Night, where we did Vampire the Masquerade. That was a great time. Make sure to also check us out on Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts from, as well as YouTube at Three Kings Loot. Make sure to get all of your board game news from thebagofloot.com and all your board game needs from threekingsloot.com. Well, that's it from all of us. Thank you so much for listening. We'll catch you next time.